Hey guys, what's going on? David here with another product review, and today we're going to take a look at kind of a package deal from a company called Refun. So a while back I did a product review of an LED headlamp from a company called Revolo, and Revolo really liked it, and it turns out that so did this company called Refun. As a direct result of that video, they reached out to me to see if I'd be interested in reviewing their LED flashlight. Now this will be more than just a review of the flashlight, it'll also include the optional battery kit that you can get also on Amazon. So the flashlight has two different options on how it can be powered. You can either use 3 AAAs inserted into the cartridge that comes in the flashlight, or you can use these different style batteries that come with the charging kit that I'll show you here in just a moment. All right, so here we have the flashlight. This is the XML T6 version of the Refun LED flashlight. It's actually good. It's a heavy flashlight, very reminiscent in the build quality, say, of a Maglite style flashlight. Definitely a different aesthetic, but good quality, definitely made of metal, and I don't feel like if I drop it, it's going to break. The front has the bulb on there, so if we take this off, it's just a magnifying lens there, and then below that is the actual LED that gets super bright. Sticking with this end of the flashlight, we can actually adjust our focal width and range and that sort of thing on here by just adjusting, just by pulling this out. And then on here, it's actually got some numbers here as far as the zoom magnification for the light. And I'll demonstrate that here in just a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. On the back, we've got just a green power button. This is actually a multifunction button. Just if it clicks, that's either on or off. So the flashlight's actually got 3 different brightness settings. It's got high, medium, and low, which are all still fairly bright. It'll also flash in a strobe, as well as doing an SOS Morse code style flash. And all of those can be accessed by just barely pressing on this green button here without actually clicking all of the way down. And then of course it's also got your wrist strap, so that way if you're carrying it and you get wet or whatever the case may be, you're less likely to drop it. Even if you do, it's still attached. So well thought out there. Here's that little cartridge thing I was telling you about, and inside this cartridge there's an option to insert 3 AAA batteries. Even on the packaging on the Amazon listing, it says that it does not come with AAA batteries, and that's just to keep the cost on this thing down. But I don't know that I would use AAA batteries on this, just because I've been known to, scavenge batteries from one device to power another device, and I'm sure you've all done the same thing or have been victim of the same thing. And AAA batteries are, at least in my household, very rare and hard to come by. And it's usually one of those things that I never think about when I go to the store. It's never on my mind when I go in, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to buy AAA batteries. So things always get scavenged from one device to the next. So that being said, Refun's actually got a different option for powering the device. The second part of this review, and that second part of the package, is actually some rechargeable batteries, as well as a charging kit for it. When I first got the kit, I was confused. I wasn't putting 2 and 2 together, and then I realized that if you use one of these batteries, you don't have to use 3 AAAs, so that's a bonus, which also means that nobody's going to scavenge the AAA batteries out of your flashlight only for you to find out that it doesn't work later when you actually need it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charger, the batteries, and let's do some size comparisons for some battery sizes. Let's look at AA, AAA, and these monsters. So the charger itself is pretty straightforward. It's a charger. You put your 2 batteries in there, you plug this into the wall, these light up rather, to let you know what the charging status is. If they're red, we're still in charging mode. If they're green, the batteries are charged. The first night I got this in the mail, I plugged it in, let it charge overnight, just because I let it sit for a couple of hours and they hadn't fully charged yet. So I let it sit overnight, got up the next day, lights were green, everything was charged. All right, so to give you a rough idea of the size of these batteries, these are not batteries that you'll be able to use in your remote controls or anything like that, because here's your standard AAA battery, and then of course your standard AA, just as a size comparison there, and then here are the batteries that go with this flashlight. Unless you have a need for BRC 18650 4000 milliamp 3.7 volt lithium ion batteries, these are only good for this flashlight. You may be wondering, well, why wouldn't I just get 3 AAA batteries? And again, it's because batteries get scavenge from one device to the next, chances are your kids, your spouse, your roommates, whoever aren't going to be able to use this battery, which will leave it in the flashlight, it'll leave it in the charger, and you'll never have to worry about whether or not your flashlight's going to work when you need it the most. So let's go ahead and put one of these batteries in this flashlight, and I'll kind of show you some of the tips and tricks and that sort of thing that goes along with it. So, of course, we'll unscrew the back here again. Positive goes down, like so. If I just turn it on, there you can hopefully see that it is super, super bright. I'm trying to point it kind of off to the side there so that it's not blasted directly at the camera. If I just barely tap it, now you'll see it goes down just a little bit in brightness. And if I do it again, now it's still fairly bright, but it's not quite as extreme. If I tap it again, there we can see that it goes into strobe mode. And one more time, you've got your Morse Code SOS, which again, if you're out, let's say you got a flat tire, let's say you're out camping, let's say you're stranded, or whatever the case may be where you're out, this would be a great thing to have on hand to let people know, hey, I'm in distress. This isn't just me flashing a flashlight at you. Here we can see, like this is retracted all of the way. And if I adjust that focal length, here you can kind of see what it does there. Overall, great product. This would make a great stocking stuffer or present for your outdoorsman, or for somebody if you just wanted them to have this in their car. Super, super, super bright. Definitely recommend this. I'll have a link below to Amazon so that you can pick one of these up for yourself. So in the comment section below, let me know, would you use a flashlight like this that's got multiple battery options? Like I said, it's got the AAA option, plus it's got this enormous, almost proprietary battery option. And which battery would you use? Would you buy the optional charging kit, or would you just throw some AAAs in there and hope that the batteries don't get scavenged? Let me know all that in the comment section below. I'd love to interact with you that way as much as possible. And don't forget to subscribe. I've got a whole stack of products over here that I'm going to be producing videos for very soon, and I'll be getting those out just as quickly as I can. So hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of when those come out, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.